Take a look at this woman. She's taking the CELPIP exam, and she's doing the writing part of the exam. Now, the writing part has two questions. The first question is writing an email, and I've already made a lesson on that. And the second question is writing a survey answer. Okay, and you have 26 minutes to do it. Do you know how to answer this question? Well, in this lesson, I'm going to teach you exactly how you should answer it. Hey, I'm making a lot of videos on CELPIP, so if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe right down there. Okay, so here is our question. It's a city development survey. Okay, you live in a small town of 10,000 people. A large green area in the center of town is undeveloped. The city has sent out an opinion survey to see what residents would like to have built in that area. Okay, so you have two options. Option A is a shopping complex. This shopping mall would include restaurants, a large supermarket, and a movie theater. Option B is a recreational park. This park would include a sports complex, a large green area, and a small petting zoo. Okay, so which option would you prefer? Choose the option that you prefer. Why do you prefer your choice? Explain the reasons for your choice. Write about 150 to 200 words. Okay, so this one is the same length as the previous question where you had to write an email. Okay, so it shouldn't take you too long. 26 minutes is a long time to do this. Okay, so this question is all about your opinion. So actually, it's pretty easy. I think it's even easier than question 1, where you had to write an email. Because writing about your opinion is really easy. What do you think? Just think about what you want to write and write it. It's that easy. But a question you might have is, what does a survey answer look like? What is your answer supposed to look like? Have you ever done a survey before? I've never done a survey like this. I mean, if you have to write an email, that's easy, right? An email has a greeting, then a body, then a closing, okay? But a survey is not an email. So what is a survey answer supposed to look like? Well, I think it's supposed to look like this. If I was doing this question, I would do it like this. I would have 4 short paragraphs. An introduction, my first idea, my second idea, then a short conclusion. Okay, that's it. Now, in total, your answer is going to be about 150 to 200 words. Okay, so that means you only need 40 to 50 words in each paragraph. And 40 to 50 words is only about 3 sentences, depending on how long your sentences are. Okay, so 3 sentences, that's only 12 sentences in total. And you have 26 minutes to answer this question. So I think you have a lot of time to answer this question. Don't worry about it, as long as you're a good typer. If you're typing like this, it's going to be challenging, and maybe you should take a typing class before you take the CELPIP exam. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example of how I would answer this question. Okay, so I would write my introduction like this. I would start by stating my opinion. Okay, so I would say, in my opinion, option B would be better for our town. Right now, our town has 10,000 people, and I think that is the perfect size. If we get a shopping mall and a movie theater, it will attract a lot of new residents, and our town will soon become a city. Okay, so I'm saying if we went with option A, with the shopping mall, then that would be bad because our town would get too big. Okay, we want it just this size, just a perfect size. Okay, so that's the option I would pick. Maybe you picked option A. That's okay too. You just need 1 or 2 good reasons. Well, maybe 2, yeah. 2 or 3 good reasons to defend your opinion, and that's great. Okay, you don't need to worry about which answer is right or wrong. Just pick which one is easier and then think of a few reasons for why you think that. Okay, so here would be my first idea. Okay, a recreational park would be perfect for our town because we have so many young families with children. The large green area would provide a wonderful spot for families to have picnics and play sports. Having a petting zoo would attract a lot of visitors from neighboring towns. This would be a good source of income for our town. Okay, do you know what a petting zoo is? A petting zoo is a small zoo for young children where they can go and touch the animals. Okay, little kids love touching animals. Okay, so I'm saying having a petting zoo would be good because it would attract visitors to the town, from nearby towns. They wouldn't move here because I don't want that. I don't want people to move here and make our town bigger. I think 10,000 is actually a perfect size. Now in Canada, 10,000 people would actually be a big town. In the question, it said you live in a small town of 10,000 people. But actually in Canada, 10,000 would be a big town. Okay, so here's my second idea. I would say also, okay, so it's good to have some transition words between the first and the second paragraph, or your first reason and your second reason. You could say, in addition to this, or another thing, some words like that. I chose the word also, okay? Also, having a sports complex would provide new opportunities for the young athletes in our town. At the moment, our schools do not have good facilities for sports and recreation. If we had a nice sports complex, it would really encourage our town to stay active and play sports. Okay, so there's my second reason. It will encourage people to be active. My first reason was that all the families in the town would enjoy having picnics in the park, and the kids would enjoy the petting zoo, and it would attract visitors from nearby towns. Okay, so now I'm ready for the conclusion. Okay, so I could say this. Considering these reasons, our town would be better off with the recreational park. We will keep our small town atmosphere, yet attract lots of visitors from nearby towns. Okay, so that's a really good conclusion. I'm saying, yeah, we just want to have our small town atmosphere. Remember, in the introduction, I said we don't want our city to get really big with a shopping mall, movie theater, all of that. So in my conclusion, I just sort of say the same thing. I say this idea, or building the recreational park, will help keep our town's small town feeling, small town atmosphere. Okay, so that's it. So this paragraph, I don't know, has about 30 words. The other paragraphs had 40, 50, 60 words, somewhere around there. So in total, this is probably about 180 words. Okay, so that's perfect. You can choose if you want it short, 150 words, a bit longer, 200 words. Okay, try not to go over 200 words. That'll take too much time to write. Try not to go under 150 words, because then you won't write enough and you might lose some marks. Okay, so here's what it's going to look like when you're finished. You have one paragraph, a space, another paragraph, a space, another paragraph, and a space, okay? Remember to split up your paragraphs like this. If you write everything into one huge paragraph, it's going to be confusing for the person who's reading it, and you're probably going to lose marks. So just try to have a few short paragraphs. Okay, then you just need to proofread your writing. Okay, this is really important because a lot of people make just really small, stupid mistakes. And you don't want to make stupid mistakes when you're writing. Okay, like this, I. Or you might miss some punctuation. You might miss a comma or a period. You might misspell a word like and. Okay, I read a lot of writing from non-native English speakers, and they make these mistakes all the time. They know the rules. they know I should be capital, okay? But for some reason, they just forget about it or something. I don't know. So if you proofread, that means to read it over again. It takes like 2 minutes to read everything over again. Just make sure you correct the small mistakes, because you don't want to lose marks on these small issues. If you lose marks on the harder things, that's okay. You don't want to lose marks for these stupid ones. Okay, so here's the homework. It's the same thing. Your town is considering building something new. Okay, option A is a swimming pool. Option B is a history museum. Okay, which one would you prefer? Let me know your answer down there in the comments, and I'll see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.